This is a song that I wrote about the time of the Great Hunger in Ireland. In the Irish language, An Gortamór, the Great Hunger. In the rest of the world, it's referred to as the famine, but the very nature of its name in the Irish language implies what was the truth, which was there was food there, but there was an unwillingness to share the abundance of the land with those who most needed it. By the banks of the island, the abbey's story graves, 10,000 nameless lay. Their faces forgotten, their stories remain, to speak of unbearable pain. Their voices rise up as the wind breaks the silence. The trees all bear witness to shame. Light comes from nature, starvation from politics. Through history, it's always the same. When the moon rises over Skibbereen, the most melancholy moon I have seen, do you think she remembers the sorrow she's seen when the moon rises over Skibbereen? 1845, potatoes first failed, but the people knew hard times before, so they pawned their belongings for food to survive. By late 1846, they were barely alive. Too weak from the fever and hunger and thirst to properly bury their dead, they were left by the roadside or dropped in the dirt, with hardly a prayer even said. When the moon rises over Skibbereen, the most melancholy moon I have seen, do you think she remembers the sorrow she's seen when the moon rises over Skibbereen? And who takes the blame for a failure so grand? There's plenty of guilt to go round. By time it was known how bad it would get, thousands were laid in the ground, in the ground. Some say the workhouse and others the crown. Some say the landlord's to blame, but by the next world or the new world, 3 million were gone, and a country was forever changed. Now the land and her people are thriving today, but there's a weight on the hills and the glens, and it's left to the living to remember the famine and swear to it never again. When the moon rises over Skibbereen, the most melancholy moon I have seen, do you think she remembers the sorrow she's seen when the moon rises over Skibbereen? Do you think she remembers the sorrow she's seen when the moon rises over Skibbereen? When the moon rises over Skibbereen.